Hey beautiful people YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Nick here. Got my beautiful assistant Tater Tot today. And Rhonda's on the lift again. Why is Rhonda on the lift again? Well, for if you've been around for a while, or even some of you new, because the video's kind of taken off lately, about 5 months ago I put a starter on this bike because it wouldn't start. It fixed it for about 5 months. So here we are today. Nothing. It's got a fresh battery in it. So we're going to go through diagnosing this and replacing it. And because I kind of thought I knew what it was, I already ordered a part. And we're going to confirm that this is going to fix it. So let's dive into it. All we're going to need to diagnose this is a multimeter. If you don't know how to use one of these, learn. But I will show you guys today. We're going to turn this to 20 volts DC because this is a 12 volt system. And we're going to head up here to the starter. Sorry for the poor angles, guys. Bear with me for a minute. See if I can try to hold this and get in here at the same time. One lead on there. Sweetheart, I need your help.
Yeah.
Okay, get that one in there. Hold on, I may not. We're gonna find a good body ground for the other one. We'll use this bolt right here. Alright, hit that start button, sweetie. Bam, 0, nothing. Alrighty. So, let's go back under the bike and take a look at this starter solenoid. Again, guys, I'm sorry for the bad angles here. Just bear with me for a minute and we'll have all this sorted out. So the starter solenoid is up under here. So we're gonna get our probe right there on it. We're gonna find a good body ground. Again, we'll use a bolt. Put on that one right there. And you'll see on the meter, we have battery voltage. So we know our connection to there is good. Now right behind this, there's another post. I'm going to try to wedge this on that post. Alright, we're on the post back there. We're again on there. Hit that start button. And we have 0 volts. But that solenoid is clicking hard. So, we have confirmed that that solenoid has failed. Again, sorry for the horrible angles. It's kind of in a tight spot. But here's what I wanted to show you guys. So, we have now diagnosed that solenoid is bad, and we're going to go ahead and replace that. And it's real simple, it's 2 bolts. But, the thing is Polaris is so expensive on their parts. I always hear Harley guys crying about how expensive Harley parts are. Polaris is even more expensive. So, they wanted $100 for the solenoid. I went online, did a whole bunch of deep digging, cross-referencing the part numbers, and I found this one right here on eBay for $15. So that's MRS116. So we're going to go ahead, get this installed on the bike, and we'll see if she starts. Give me just a second. I will be right back with y'all. I wanted to add, guys, seems like anytime this bike breaks down, people get really happy. And I get it. Harley riders, they love seeing broken Indians. But I want to be real with you guys. This bike is 5 years old, and I have spent less than $500 on failures on this bike. The failures on this bike have been a starter solenoid, a clutch switch, and a wheel speed sensor. So for a 5-year-old bike that's been all over the country, that gets beat on the regular, I anybody who's ever seen me out on this bike knows that I probably cruise at about 100 on this bike. And it's not uncommon for me to probably go a little faster than that. But she's been very reliable, and I'd ride this bike anywhere. So if you own an Indian Roadmaster, or any Indian, or you're looking to buy one, don't let these videos discourage you. They're very easy to work on bikes. I do all my work myself. If you're not comfortable doing your own work, buy a book. You can do it. I want to empower you guys to work on your own bikes. Like, quit giving these dealers money for stuff you can do yourself. Alright guys, so I didn't really have any good way to show you, but it was only held over 2 bolts, and then that positive going into it, I just undid the nut and left that up in there. And then we got another 10 mil right there. That's what goes to the starter, and we'll have the solenoid off. So let's go ahead, put that off. And there's that old solenoid. Got the new one here on the bike. So let's go ahead, get that bolted up and see if she starts. And I will be right back with you. Alright guys, well, she's all together. Sorry I couldn't film doing it. It's a tight spot. You wouldn't have been able to see anything. But it is literally 2 bolts, 2 nuts, 1 connector. Entire repair took me about 20 minutes, and 10 of it was trying to get that connector back together. That was kind of a pain in the butt. But I bought this part for, like I said, $15 on eBay. Again, there's the part number. And so I saved $85 plus whatever labor the dealer would have won. I imagine they would have charged an hour labor. So we saved about $185, $200. So this bike has not started since Thanksgiving. Let's see if she'll start. There it is. So I'm happy to have Rhonda running again. We'll get some new riding videos in with her, some new vlogs. We're going to call that that. Thanks, you guys. I love all of you. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up. Comment below. Thanks for watching. Give me a like, comment, subscribe. I'm out, guys.